Fahmy, and he is a personal and family coach. Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Hussein. Thank you for being with us. First of all, let's start by the definition, if you will, of emotions. What are emotions?
Actually, there are various definitions of emotions. Freud described it as a stream of energy building up, and that this stream of energy needs to be released. And when it's not released, it's kept inside. And so imagine if these emotions would be negative emotions, how would this affect our body? Others defined it as the way psychology of cognitive behavior thought about it as the way we our thinking patterns, how it affects us in terms of our feelings. Another definition would be the difference between our map of the world and the territory. By territory we mean the reality, our own experience. So if this difference is positive, we experience positive emotions. If our expectations was less than what we experience, this would bring positive emotions, and if it's vice versa, it would be negative emotions, like for example anger or sadness. These are definitions, and I would like also to add something else. There is also a definition that I would like to say about is emotion is an energy in motion. So that justify why we sometimes experience that when someone is angry in the area, we get these feelings also, or sadness, or happy, because actually the energy of this emotion spreads among us.
So we took the E from energy, and then the
energy in motion.
and then the motion.
Yes.
So from the four definitions, indeed, Mr. Hussein, you told us about. Let's take the first case, and you said, imagine if negative emotions are built inside and stored and are not released.
Yes.
Well, the obvious answer would be an explosion.
An explosion.
I mean, once they are released,
we will experience what we call. I would like to say it in this way. We all know about disease, okay? But think about disease as dis-ease. So when we have negative emotions, we have dis-ease in our bodies. And we feel it like it's something that is attacking us, actually. And when we are angry from...
So we are asked to release
yes.
even the negative emotions. We should release them. I mean, from one side, if we release them, will affect the surrounding, the atmosphere. It could be the family atmosphere, and that's bad.
Yeah.
But if we store it, we risk exploding at one stage.
What
so
we should do?
Yeah, what do we do?
Yes, this is a very good question, actually. Emotions are not commands. They're just our experience, how we think about what's happening around us. But this is the worst decision to take actions based on these emotions. Because if I am angry, my anger is coming because of the difference between my expectations and the reality. And what we should do in this case is that we either lower our expectations, or we can do something with the reality to meet our expectations. And other way of releasing this energy is actually in what we call in our religion is by dhikr. ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب.
Allahu Akbar.
And sometimes we say حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل.
Allow us, Mr. Hussein, to take in Brother Abu Bakr from Nigeria and not keep him waiting, and continue our discussion. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Abu Bakr from Nigeria. Thank you for calling us. Yes, Brother Abu Bakr, we hear you.
My question is about the issue of the family.
Yes.
A man who is having a family with his wife, and whenever his friend explains to her, she will be at least very, very angry. That's why I don't know if there is any religion way of controlling that.
Brother Abu Bakr, can you repeat, please, what you said? I'm not sure I understood you.
I'm talking about a family man.
Yes.
Having a wife.
Uh-huh.
And he's trying to explain things to her, but she's always getting angry.
She's always angry.
Yes. Yes.
And why is she angry?
I don't know if because of her, how she's emotionally angry.
So you want to ask Mr. Hussein how to deal with that case? Yes, Brother Abu Bakr. First of all, don't worry, because you'll find I think more than 90% of husbands would tell you they suffer from the same thing, their wives being angry. And the director is telling me over the earpiece, and I'm with you guys as well. So don't worry about this. Brother Abu Bakr, are you still with us? All right. Please listen to Mr. Hussam's answer. But again, we assure you, 90% of wives are angry. So don't worry, yes. Mr. Hussam. How to deal with a wife that is at many times angry or dissatisfied, yes, or has very high expectations. Yes. Back to the expectations you talked about.
This is a very common issue. Wives, they have expectations from the husband, as a husband, to support her in some issues regarding raising the children, or with the house, or whatever.
Their personal, intimate relationship, yes, the money,
yes, many things. And so when their expectations are not met, there comes the anger. So what we should do as husbands, first of all, we should embrace this anger by love. Okay, we should contain it, because it will grow by resistance. If I take it offensively as a husband, this will create resistance, and it will reflect back on her as she grows more angry, and anger could be transformed into outrage.
Right. Are usually women, I mean females, do they usually have this anger feeling more than males? Is there anything in science that tells us about this, or
scientifically, females are more emotional than
more
men.
Sensitive, more
emotional. Sensitive.
Right. So when there is a negative emotion, it's probably in a bigger, the intensity is bigger.
Yes, because their expectations
are higher.
As a wife, she has certain expectations from her husband, and that's why she's angry.
Scientifically speaking, again, are the expectations of females higher than the expectation of males?
I cannot say that as a frame, but mostly what makes the problem is that women are more emotional.
Right.
They want emotions of love, tender.
Right.
And
so at least the expectations are higher in the personal relationship.
Yes.
Between the husband and wife.
Yes. And the man thinks in a practical way.
So what does the man do? He doesn't take it offensively. That's step one.
Yes.
Then contain it with
love and embracing, and then accept that she, as a wife, she has many responsibilities, and they should appreciate her role as a wife, what she's doing. When I appreciate, when I first accept that this emotion is coming from this, and then appreciate her role as a wife or as a mother, that will facilitate how we will communicate with each other, and I should listen to her, because sometimes she just needs someone to listen to her problems. Maybe she's upset because the husband is busy with his work and his family, his business, or whatever, and she doesn't have enough time to talk to him and communicate with him her problems. But sometimes it's only listening with care and love would solve this problem.
All right.